This is fucked. Sitting here like a trooper. My nuts. Well, this is working? Yeah. Ooh. Welcome to the channel. For those that don't know me, I'm Jez. I'm mostly known at the minute for my Mark V Street Hunter Supra, which is bright pink. You can see behind me. So there'll be a few videos on this, going through what I've done to it, etc. And then I've got my 350Z drift build, which I'm sort of doing a series on. There is YouTube shorts on them, but from now on I'm going to be doing this sort of form of content, and yeah, just see where it goes. And if you have any feedback or stuff that you want me to talk about, or yeah, if the videos are shit, if they're good, just let me know. All feedback is appreciated. Yeah, well, let's get into the video. So yeah, this is the 350Z drift project. In my previous videos, so basically just to recap, I'd done a video on the wheels I got for the 350, putting them on the car. I believe then I still didn't have my arches and stuff like that, and then I sort of forgot to film, but this is what it looks like now. We've got new OEM front arch replacements, and then some 15mm wider arches just to cover up where it's previously been cut. I just wanted sort of the OEM sort of plus look. I didn't want to go wide body or anything yet. So these are just 15mm wider from Tarmac Sports, I believe. And then also got the Corbu bucket seats, which I've only got the driver's one installed at the moment. Got to install the passenger one today. But I don't know if anyone saw my previous drift videos. We had a bit of a incident. I might put the clip in next of what actually happened. Someone else got it from the audience as well. We had a bit of a backwards incident when we slipped on the mud and drifting, but it's all fun and games. Minor damage to the bumper, but this will be coming off anyway for some quick release clips to be put on, just so it's easier to get on and off the trailer, because at the minute it's not that low, but the front lip is a pain in the ass when trying to get on and off the trailer. So if I got a quick release kit, it'll just make it a lot easier going forward. As you can see inside here, I've got the Corbu bucket seats installed. Right, so apologies if I sound a bit monotone, that's just my fucking voice, so you're gonna have to get over it. Oh god, this is fucked. Oh, hello guys. Well, this is the interior 350. Thought I'd sit in here for a bit because it's fucking windy as fuck outside. The main issue I want to sort out on here is this fucking hydro. As you can see, this is the indicator stalk. Actually, no, tell lies, JDM. This is the window wiper stalk. On the drift day, this was a lot lower, and it's right where you want to grab to obviously pull the hydro. You end up like putting the window wipers on or just smacking this. It's like, it's in a very okay but shit location, should I say. I've got another hydro handle that's a bit taller. Yes, it'll still be in the location, but it's mainly getting a handle that's higher, where you can grab it higher, so it's not in the way of this stalk, but not modified the way I've modified it. Let me show you. Basically, if you look at the hydro, as you can see, normally there's 4 bolts here and that's further down, 4 bolts here, that's further down, but we modified it, moved it up just so it get out of the way of this stalk on the drift day, which worked perfectly fine for the day. But as you can see, that is now become quite loose. Would probably snap after a while, so I've gone and got a solid bar that should come up to about here, just so when you grab the hydro, it's not going to be in the way of this stalk. Like, yes, it's still in a shit location, but I don't really want to have to move all of this and faff with this when this is in quite a nice solid location, welded to the gearbox tunnel. So yeah, and I might need to get some foam for this. See this bolt here? That is, for some reason, like when I'm drifting, I'm just like bashing my leg on it. So yeah, we need to replace this with a bigger handle. I'm not sure how it's going to work or going to fit, but we'll make it fit. To start off with, first I want to do my oil change before it gets dark outside and the neighbours moan. Right, I want to do an oil change first before it obviously gets dark. That's the main thing I need for the drift day. Oil change before anything, so that's the priority, before pod on Wednesday. But before I do that, quickly, because I just want to paint match this car, make it look a little bit better, because at the minute it just looks a bit like it's cool, but it needs to be paint matched. So before I quickly drain the oil, I'm going to whip off these rear arches and the front arches, clean them down, and then I can spray them in between doing other bits. So that is the plan. I'm just prepping the car now to get the panels off, the front and rear arches. Taking out the rear arches, they're just held on by tapping screws for now, so that's both the rear arches off. Getting rid of the cable ties that we used for the drift day, and then removing the bolts on the other side of that arch to remove the front bumper. And then moving on to the front arches, there's some 10mm bolts and 12mm bolts in the engine bay which hold it on, and then there's another 10mm bolt behind the door which there to hold it on and help for adjustment. And then do the same on the other side before removing the two 10mm bolts which are under the side skirt. You can see here they're right underneath the side skirt. You have to pull the side skirt down, and I forgot there's a plastic retaining clip also to remove the front arch, and then it should come away. And just like that, the other side is off as well. So as you can see now, I've got all the arches off, front and rear, very exposed now. You can see where we had some fun on the drift day. It's literally fucking mud and everything all up the car. See where the arches were cut previously. They haven't done it very high, so this will now give me access to mount the front bumper with the quick releases. Also, because I'm doing an oil change, I need to access the oil cooler there, because that'll need draining, otherwise you just end up mixing new oil with old oil. Front end is disassembled. I do also have a new K&M filter to put on here, because this is a pretty ratty old filter that looks for it, so it could do a bit of a upgrade. Like all the rubber's perished, so not looking great. I'm just hoping that whatever this, like, 'cause obviously this is your math, I'm hoping I can just bolt Jubilee clips of that, but we shall see if I've ordered the wrong filter. Gonna get oil drained, and when I do that I'll prep the arches. Also just ignore the mess in my garden, but I noticed when I was taking these off that they've started to rust already just on the corners where they've obviously been caught during delivery, which is slightly annoying. I'll just have to, because obviously this is just primer, so I'm gonna have to prep these corners. Now I would normally clean this with proper detailing and stuff, but I don't want to put any chemicals or any unnecessary like chemical residue on before painting in case it reacts with the paint. So just to clean the arches now, I'm going to be using the Auto Finesse Lather car shampoo. Hopefully this is just a pH neutral shampoo. It shouldn't affect when I want to apply paint afterwards. It's just to remove all the loose dirt and stuff will help better than just water. So I'm going to use this bad boy. I just want to explain as well, so oil wise I've gone for this bad boy, Titan Race Pro S 10W50. Used to run this in my S15. It's a great oil, nice thicker oil designed for obviously higher temperatures, for, you know, if you're going to be putting the car through its paces, which when you're drifting you're pretty much just revving the tits off it non-stop. So definitely will help having a thicker, like a heavier weight oil, because normally they run what, 5W40 or 30. So yeah, this stuff is the tits. So we have the area prepped to catch all the oil. Removing the sump plug, which is a 14mm bolt. Jack the car up to allow the oil to flow out of the car better, and then we'll move on to the oil lines, which are AN fittings, so just using adjustable to remove those and drain the residual oil that's in the lines. And then we take the oil filter off the sandwich plate and drain that and clean up the area. So just for some quick reference, under the car you can see there's a sandwich plate which has your oil filter on, and then your two lines that go round to my oil cooler. So leave that draining. The lines have drained from the cooler, just draining residual out of the sump. And then I'll have to take this off, get the rest out of the cooler, just to make sure that the whole thing's been properly drained of the old oil. But as per usual with working outside, obviously you're restricted by the environment and light, so the oil cooler's drained. I'm going to put everything back together and then fill up with new oil, new filter, and everything's all on. As for the fenders, or arches should I say, I'll show you those. So a bit of a backyard spray booth, but this is the top coat down for the arches, so dry pretty quickly. Some decent paint as well. So this is just the base coat, should we say, on each. Be putting the top coat on. I'll probably leave it because it's getting a bit cold out now. I'll try and make room in the garage to finish these off. So welcome back, just an update really. Arches that I've been painting, obviously the oil change has been done. We still need to get the bucket seat in and the hydro before our drift day. So as you can see, I have finished painting the arches, but basically it came with a ground coat and then a top coat finish. So the ground coat, I didn't really have enough of it, so the actual grey arches haven't gone as white. I needed probably another couple of cans of ground coat, and then the front arches, which were black, I mean they have taken quite well, but still come out quite patchy. But it's a drift car, who cares? It's probably going to be covered in a livery or something soon, so yeah, we'll come back to see what it's like on the car. So as I was saying, front arches used to be black and the rear were grey. The issue is I thought I ordered enough paint to coat them basically, but clearly I didn't order enough to make enough base coats. And the problem is with colour in a car, you never know what the primer needs to be underneath. I feel like if I'd had a lot more base coat on the black, it would have come out a lot better, but pretty much looks grey, but better than it was before. Yeah, unfortunately, due to again dark quickly, we're out of time in this video. We got most of the bits done. Hopefully there'll be more and more content as time goes on. Obviously talking in front of the camera, not my forte, but you can only improve, I guess. So, you know, any feedback is more than welcome of how the video is laid out. I feel like this one's a bit all over the shop. What's up, Mush? What are you meowing at? So yeah, hopefully in the near future we'll have a decent setup and unit with a ramp and everything, and make things a lot smoother, a lot easier, a lot better to work on cars, do stuff. So yeah, but stay tuned for the next video. There'll be more stuff on the Supra, the 350, and yeah, there's more things in store for the future. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.